Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for February 18th, read by Sarah M. from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. AA Thoughts for the Day. AA Unity. Though many of us have had to struggle for sobriety, never yet has this fellowship had to struggle for lost unity. Consequently, we sometimes take this one great gift for granted. We forget that, should we lose our unity, the millions of alcoholics who still do not know might never get their chance. Bill W., Letter, 1949.
We hope you enjoy today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified. All quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc. 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, or 2001.
As Bill Sees It, page 297. Thought to consider. We can make a difference. Without you, there is no we. AA acronyms. EGO. Edging God out. Just for today, paybacks from into action. Most alcoholics owe money. We do not dodge our creditors. Telling them what we are trying to do, we make no bones about our drinking. They usually know it anyway, whether we think so or not. Nor are we afraid of disclosing our alcoholism on the theory it may cause financial harm. Approached in this way, the most ruthless creditor will sometimes surprise us. We let these people know we are sorry. Our drinking has made us slow to pay. We must lose our fear of creditors, no matter how far we have to go, for we are liable to drink if we are afraid to face them. 4th edition, Alcoholics Anonymous, page 78. Daily Reflections. Our paths are our own. There was nothing left for us but to pick up the simple kit of spiritual tools laid at our feet. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 25. My first attempt at the steps was one of obligation and necessity, which resulted in a deep feeling of discouragement in the face of all those adverbs: courageously, completely, humbly, directly, and only. I considered Bill W. fortunate to have gone through such a major, even sensational spiritual experience. I had to discover, as time went on, that my path was my own. After a few 24 hours in the AA fellowship, thanks especially to the sharing of members in meetings, I understood that everyone gradually finds his or her own pace in moving through the steps. Through progressive means, I tried to live according to these suggested principles. As a result of these steps, I can say today that my attitude towards life, people, and towards anything having to do with God has been transformed and improved. Copyright 1990, Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc. As Bill Sees It. Out of defeat, strength. If we are planning to stop drinking, there must be no reservation of any kind, nor any lurking notion that someday we will be immune to alcohol. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 33. Such is the paradox of AA regeneration, strength arising out of complete defeat and weakness, the loss of one's old life as a condition for finding a new one. AA Comes of Age, page 46. Big Book quote. My friend suggested what then seemed a novel idea. He said, "Why don't you choose your own conception of God?" That statement hit me hard. It melted the icy intellectual mountain in whose shadow I had lived and shivered many years. I stood in the sunlight at last. It was only a matter of being willing to believe in a power greater than myself. Nothing more was required of me to make my beginning. I saw that growth could start from that point. Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, Bill's Story, page 12. 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. After I became an alcoholic, alcohol poisoned my love for my family and friends. It poisoned my ambition. It poisoned my self-respect. It poisoned my whole life until I met AA. My life is happier now than it has been for a long time. I don't want to commit suicide. So with the help of God and AA, I'm not going to take any more of that alcoholic poison into my system. And I'm going to keep training my mind never even to think of liquor again in any way except as a poison. Do I believe that liquor will poison my life if I ever touch it again? Meditation for the day. I will link up my frail nature with the limitless divine power. I will link my life with the divine force for good in the world. It is not the passionate appeal that gains the divine attention as much as the quiet placing of the difficulty and worry in the divine hands. So I will trust God like a child who places its tangled skein of wool in the hands of a loving parent to unravel. We please God more by our unquestioning confidence than by imploring Him for help. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may put all my difficulties in God's hands and leave them there. I pray that I may fully trust God to take care of them. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota, 55012. I'm Sarah, and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc. 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, or 2001.